Coronavirus causes a
Antidepressants?
shortage of antidepressant. It's placed in the FDA's list of drugs facing a shortage. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, the only argument, the only way you can say coronavirus causes shortage of like depression drugs is like supply chains. When you tell people you can't work, you can't do your fucking job to ship medicine to people, which is like part of the reason why that we're freaked out about coronavirus, so we can like make people not sick anymore. That's the only half of it. The other half, the reason is that people don't. There's no religion. God and feminism killed God. Um, you know, people already have a perfect life, and since they're fucking stupid and lazy, they can't think of giving their lives new meaning anymore. And that's why we see a sudden spike of why we see like a steady level or an increase of depression and suicide, despite our living conditions being better than they ever have been in all of history, even better than Rome. Our technology continues improving. That's why there's a shortage of antidepressants, because people are too lazy to find purpose in their lives, make it themselves instead of just being handed a job to do for their lives like they were in the past.
It's
So
interesting how you can get up and no matter what your circumstances are, you can get up and go do whatever you want. And people say that, oh, I'm depressed. There's nowhere to go.
it's because they're lazy. They're not willing to overcome a short
Now,
period of pain for something greater than pleasure itself afterwards. It's called
homeless
doing
man,
shit. It's called fucking
a
doing
homeless
something with your
man
life. Yeah.
that
Well,
has to take a shit in a Campbell's chicken noodle soup can. He's probably not going to walk up to a company and become the CEO the next day, but he could still like get a job and make a reputation for himself and work his way up. Unlike in
well,
the olden days, where you were what you were told from birth,
Well, I mean,
and
first
like
of
that
all,
was
you're
it.
lucky to even be born in the first place. That there was an infinite mortality, and this wasn't due to like women killing their kids like they do today. This was just due to like the lack of medical availability and just genetic happenstance. Like you take away C-sections, like your infinite mortality rate is going to jump up to like 10 or 20%. Just ballparking with numbers, it's going to be in the double digits at the very least. And thanks to technology, thanks to infrastructure, thanks to capitalism, the free market, companies competing with each other to develop the best product to serve everybody in exchange for money, we have an infant mortality rate in like the single digits, maybe even lower, excluding abortions, which is also possible due to capitalism and technology and the free market. And people want to destroy that because they don't fucking understand how, in the end, they are screwing themselves over the most by doing stupid shit like burning the entire city down. But, all you can look, they outnumber you. You don't stand a chance unless you can get even bigger numbers and more fingers to pull triggers. All you can do is sit back, go hang out in like Japan or China, where I guess they wouldn't be too hostile to a white American if that's your preferred racial identity, and just sit back and watch and let all these commie dipshits kill each other, burn everything down, and then come begging for you to come back to rebuild their cities for you because you believe in the free market and working hard and building things. And then you get to boss them around because you will be in control. You will be the one employing them. You stay here and fight, you will lose. You are outnumbered, you are outgunned, you do not have the ammunition, you don't have eyes on the back of your head and another set of arms to like point a gun at your back and like, I don't know, spin around like a merry-go-round and just shoot everybody there. You will get Zerg rushed. And numbers in the end are what really matter. So unless you can assemble like a no-go zone, your prepper community isn't shit. They'll just raid your bunker because your numbers are too small. Unless you have a community of at least 1,000 people, you will be trampled over and no one will remember your death. In fact, you'll be written off as like an extremist because the Overton window would just continue shifting all the way left, where anything that is not straight up communism is fascism or extremism or racism. Literally, not giving in to communism will be illegal at some point. And what are you going to do there? You're gonna get your 1,000 person boogaloo and fight back? and actually stand a chance? Or are you going to flee to a different country, or are you just going to sit there and die and be not only written off, not only forgotten, but written off, and whatever you try to achieve, they're going to just like do the exact opposite of whatever you wished for with your dying breath, just to spite you. That's how worthless it is to stand whenever there's so many people around you. Don't be that guy with the katana who stepped out of his shop and was like came out like a freaking like a piece that came out of a Tetris game. Don't be like that. He's probably like he's gonna be written off as like a white supremacist now because he stood for himself and his business or some other guy's business to this freaking riot, this mob, this army of Zergs coming after you with no remorse when it comes to killing people. Just get out of there. Just get out of there. Unless you have an army, unless you got a lot of guns, a lot of ammo in all directions, just leave. Seriously. But yeah, that's all I got. I think that's good for this next section. How long we running?
That one was 20 minutes.
Yeah,
the other one was like 30.
Let's do another one.
Yeah, let me check on my. Where was it? Is it up yet? Yes, that's a.
Look your fucking text. It's gold. Oh man.
Amazon Prime, Roblox, Twitter, woke, cam girl.
You know what? I forgot one. Drop in a World Star Hip Hop. Just for good measure. No, world. You do each word separately. World, comma, star, comma, hip hop. Oh man. Oh jeez. But yeah, there's. You think sitting here in your boogaloo is fighting for your country? No, this country's already dead. This country is a walking corpse that just has enough electricity to keep its nerves firing. So if you got a community, if you got your 1,000 people, you're going to be forming your own new country, the new Neo America, or something. I don't know, like Orania, like the White No-Go Zone in South Africa. They're their own country. They have their own infrastructure. They have their own government. They have their own everything. They do not need the government. They're just paying the government some money, like protection money, as taxes, just to get the government to get lost. And yeah, you see that? I wonder who wrote that, huh?
Probably some faggot.
Oh, well, he sounds like one. Asking for credit to be half of the video. Pfft, entitled dickhead.
I could just leave you in the description.
Well, no one's gonna look at the description unless you tell them to. So go to settings and like feature my channel in your side panel. Customize channel. By the way, do your headphones have like foam cups or like covered like leather cups? Like there's like foam covered in like skin.
They're really old. They're foam, but they don't bother me much.
I wonder if like foam will be a little cooler than my current headphones that are like they got like a skin and they trap the sweat and heat like a bitch. Kind of hurt my ear sometimes. I'm talking like the overhead headphones, not the in-ear ones. There we go. Thank you. So we can help each other.
Stop! I didn't mean to do that. It's going to be the snowball effect of incel skinheads.
I guess.
I mean, that's pretty much our only main audience that I think we could get.
And we kind of have a couple British retards here and there defending their joke of a country. But
Yeah, I've already had a couple of them.